What's up, everybody? It's your boy Bill Forster. How are you today? Coming live Monday. I think it's the 18th. Correct me if I'm wrong. Uh, Sometimes I forget the days and dates and stuff like that. But this is Monday. It's the eve before the conference finals. We have the Knicks versus the Cavs. We also have the Spurs versus OKC. We're going to talk about that. I got my special guest coming in, Andrew Rosario, beat writer, sports person. We're going to talk Knicks. We're going to talk Spurs. We're going to talk OKC. We're going to talk Cavs. We're going to talk a lot of stuff. Just to let you know, sponsored by Soft Illusions Art Gallery and Event Space. Sponsored by Row House, Chocolat, Melba's. Can't forget Deadly Arts and Survival Magazine. We have a lot to talk about. Malika has a lot of stuff coming up. I'm just waiting for my guest to come in. Did you think that the Knicks would be this far? Did you think the Cavs would be this far? Did you think, well, Spurs, Wemby? What did you know about that? He came in and did his thing, right? Did you think the Cavs would be this far? So, show out, Bill. What's up, brother? How you feel, man? You good? Absolutely, man. Oh, man. So, like I said, I'm waiting for my man Andrew to come in. He covers the Knicks. We're going to talk about that. Came out, I said, let me come outside and do the show today. You know, it's a Monday. It's a little hot. Got my stick. So I'm going to smoke. We're going to talk. We're going to chop it up. We'll talk Yankees, Mets. That series. I got to find out if Andrew covers a lot of things, what other sports he covers, because we can talk about that. Also, you know, how far do you think the Knicks will go? I hope they go far. I'm not afraid of the Cavs. I don't think James Harden plays D. Donovan Mitchell, him and Jalen Brunch can offset each other scoring wise. Mikal Bridges has been doing his thing. Since the Knicks went to the point center, we've been clicking. It's a shame that it's taken them this long to get to that far, to understand the system that Mike Brown has implemented. But it is what it is. You know, what's your thoughts and comments? We're going to talk sports, baby. This is Monday. This is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster. I hope you all had a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. It's beautiful. It was yesterday. We got some days. It's going to be in the 90s. And then it's going to, I think, drop down to the 60s, high 60s. Oh, boy. You know. So, yeah, I decided to do it outside today. Get some air. I'm waiting for Andrew Rosario to come in and talk sports. I'm going to text him again and find out where he is, because he should be here. And I want to get it in, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I sure did. Relaxing. Can't complain about anything. If I did, who cares? So, Yankees about to play the Blue Jays tonight. They came off a heartbreaking loss yesterday to the Mets. Good, the Knicks played both sides. Well, exactly. Clay said the Knicks played both sides. Let me show that comment. Yeah, they do. OG had enough time to rest, which was very important. He needed the rest. But we got a bench, as they call him, Grand Theft Alvarado, Clarkston. He does his thing. Mitchell Robinson, what was it, 2 years ago, kind of handled Jared Allen, kind of afro, kind of put him on his hip. He couldn't even do anything with him, which was a good thing for us. I wondering if Mike Brown is not scared to go to the two big offense or defense. If you notice, Cat has been very defensive minded when he's involved in the game. Jalen has learned how to play off the ball, which he did in Dallas. For those that don't remember, and he's a bucket getter. He's clutch. He won, I think, was it last year or the year before? He was a clutch player of the year. So I'm looking for big things. What's your predictions? How many games you got it going in? I was listening to ESPN today, and they said five. Jay Williams said five. That's not unrealistic. The way the Knicks have been blowing people out has been very good. I'm happy with that. Um, let's keep it a buck. Do you think they could beat anybody? Five or six? I got you. I got you, Clay. You know, do we really think they'll beat anybody in the West? Well, they beat the Spurs for the cup, the inter, the interleague cup. Wemby's a beast. He is going to be the future of the NBA. Uh, Clay said he said five or six. What's up, Darren? He said Knicks are playing well, but don't get your seats at the Canton of Heroes just yet. Yeah, yeah. Um, Let me ask Knicks fans: Do you would you be happy with the Knicks just getting to the finals? I know we all want them to win, but they haven't been to the finals since what 1999 or something like that, or was it 99 or 2000 or something? Uh, so mm, I would be happy for them to get there. I really would. Of course, I want them to win. Realistically, I'm a little scared of OKC, and I'm Wimby is a problem. That boy Vessel and the Castle, they play, they play. And have you seen how the kid Harper has been playing lately? Off the chain, off the chain. That boy has been balling hard. Let me tell you something. And he's coming off the bench, and you can't forget Darren Fox. You know, if I think I said that's his name, Darren Fox. Yeah. So them boys ball. They ball hard, and so beating the West, I think we would have to have everybody for the Knicks. First, okay, let's keep it realistic. Let's talk about them getting getting past the Cavs. Let's not put the cart before the horse. So, what do you think they need to do to get past the Cavs? I think they have to stay with the point forward. Point center. I think Cat has the ball out, even though he's been scoring like 17 points, whatever, in the playoffs. I would like to see him take that up to like a 23, 25 points a game. I uh, I think OG stays in the 20s with 7 to 8 rebounds. Kel, if he's still 17 and plays solid, that's a good sign for us. My man Sherrick said, he said if they keep up, they play the last 7 games well. If the Russ, they will handle the Cavs. The Knicks will feed off the turnovers. I agree with that. I agree with that. Like they said, we got good wings, and then we got the kid that used to play with the Spurs. He's a good defensive player, and then we got the kid Diawara. We got some young boys that can ball. You know what I'm saying? To play their game, to really play their game. I really want to see them play. I can't wait till tomorrow to, like you said, rust. Does anybody really feel like the rust could be the problem? You know, I'm happy that we got home court advantage. That that is it's a good. Hey, Stefania, how are you? How's it going? Excuse me, my dog's out here messing with the bowl. Let me let me reach out to Drew again and see where he is. Hold on. He playing. Oh, Andrew was having a little difficulties. Hold on, let me read. Somebody said, play interior D and defense and box out. Afro and Baby Bosh are a problem. Also, they need the cat to play strong in the post when he is not up top. Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks, Darren. Yeah, well, audios. I'm outside, so I'm trying a little something. She said, "Your yard looks very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. If I got a chance, I'll show you the whole backyard, but not all of it. Yeah, yeah. Right now, well, maybe at the end, I'll show you. Um, Andrew was trying to come on. I don't know what he's doing, everybody. You know, so yeah, we we need to play deep, man. If the Knicks take anything from what they had with Tom Thibodeau, that D needs to step up and play hard, play very hard. I want to go back to this comment. Play interior D, yeah, and box out. Throw in Baby Bosh, yeah, no problem. You know, yeah, they are. I think I don't know if if if, if Jared Allen is Afro is ready to redeem himself from uh, uh, the time when he had with Mitchell Robinson. I wonder. Hmm. Maybe if he is, maybe if he isn't. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm trying to see what Andrew is not getting. You know, I'm gonna text it to him again. Let's see. I don't know where he is. It's an easy link. All you gotta do is click on it. I just text him again. Hold on, everybody. What? Yeah, Robinson is playing with nothing to prove. Yeah. So let me ask you a question, Clay. Do you think he's up for a contract? I think this year. So the way he plays in the playoffs might might cost the Knicks something. We might lose him. Also, too, we can even talk about the draft. Who do you think the Knicks should go for? A center, or definitely a wing. We don't need any more guards. We got enough guards. Too many damn guards. Let's play. Let's get somebody big. Let's get some. Let's get. They're talking about the kid out of St. John's. They're talking about another kid that's a high flyer that I would love to see. Um, they said that they're standing, especially in the confine, the combines. Is the confines? Yeah, the draft confines. Combine. They said the students is standing a legit. These guys are standing legit 6'7s, 6'8s. So that's what I want to see. Andrew, where are you? I keep blowing you up. You know. So so anybody else? What's your thoughts on the Knicks? I know a lot of you Knicks haters. There's some Knicks haters out there. I don't know why you even hating on the Knicks. Doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever. Um, People talk about the Knicks have disappointed them over the years. Is that the Knicks or that's management? But I guess it's all together. You know. Well, it's okay. It's all right. But you know what's so funny? It's a good way to have camaraderie with your friends and stuff and hang out with your male friends and your girlfriends and go to a sports bar. They'll teach you, you know, a big body forward that has. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Hold on, everybody. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. Dogs doing stuff they ain't supposed to be doing out here running, acting crazy. Hold on. I might have to just call Andrew on the phone because this is ridiculous. Yeah. Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna call him again. Yeah, a big body forward, a forward that has airtime. Absolutely. Let me call Andrew, everybody. See what's going on now. I'm gonna let y'all hear this.
I don't know what's going on here. I can hear you.
Wait, but you haven't entered the studio. You got to enter the studio.
I know that.
Everybody, I got Andrew on the phone. We trying to find out uh what's
Okay, because I see you right now.
Yeah, everybody. Malika's trying to troubleshoot Andrew. Let me get back to the comments and stuff like that. Yeah. Stefania says, "Do you think they should go? Could they go to the finals?" I think so. I think they'll have a problem. I think there might be a big problem in the finals, but I think they could definitely go to the finals. I'm not. I would be very, very surprised if they do not get past Cleveland. I really would. And no disrespect to Cleveland. I feel like we can offset Cleveland and beat them. I really do. I think Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell has something to prove. I also feel that, James Harden has always had something to prove, but I'm not scared of Donovan. I mean, I'm not scared of James Harden. He could dribble all day if he wanted to and shoot. He still has a clutch gene in him, but he doesn't. He hasn't shown up in the playoffs. That's why I'm not worried about him. Their wings. Can they offset our wings? So then that comes down. That means it can come down to Cat, and it could come down to Jalen Brunson. We all know. Like, I don't see anybody on Cleveland that can stop Jalen Brunson. I don't see anybody on Cleveland that can stop Jalen Brunson. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Go ahead. Hold on. Yeah, so
Well, we can talk, Bill, right now about
Andrew, hang up a second. I'm going to send you a new link. Hang up.
Gotcha.
All right.
Oh, he doesn't want to do it from his phone? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, everybody. Just give us a sec. Well, I can keep talking. Malika is working on some stuff. So yeah, I like when I start looking at the matchups. Kid D Wade, I'm not scared of him. Other guys on their team, I'm not scared of them. Mobley, will he do his thing? I have no idea. You know, he's a big boy. Is it coming out party? It could be. Could be. Who knows? It could be. We don't know. So I'm trying to find out. Like I said, I would be very, very surprised if we couldn't get past them. Now, like I said, here's my dog. Everybody, he wants to talk about the game too. Well, he wants to talk about the game between him and I that he wants to play. But
Keep talking.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
I'm trying to help you guys.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Andrew is the key.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so he should try that again.
Andrew is the key.
Glasses back.
Thank you.
I can't see it without them.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Obviously, I can't see without
glasses.
glasses.
I had to use my glasses.
So sorry for being in your face like that.
Yeah.
But how's everybody doing today?
Yeah, you can call him back and see if he's able to come on.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I got a little victory cigar, just preparation. Let me see what else the people say. Well, there could be another 3-and-D stopper. Yeah, exactly. A lanky 6'7", 6'8" forward could also be great, especially talking about the draft. We have the 24th pick, we have the 31st, and we have the 55, Clay. You know, so that we got 3 picks, man. My volume is out? Yeah, okay. Okay, how's the sound? Everybody hear me pretty good? Sorry, I came outside. Maybe it wasn't a good idea. I just had to get outside. I couldn't. It's too beautiful a day to stay inside the house. Good. I'm glad you're good, bro. You know? So yeah. So is anybody gonna watch the game tonight? Definitely. I want to see what the Spurs do versus OKC. They beat them during the regular season a couple of times, I think. OKC, but let me tell you something. SGA is a problem. All right, thanks. Yeah. Okay. OKC. Shea Gilgeous, and they're fully healthy. The kid, what's the name? Williams is back from the hamstring. So expect them boys to ball. Expect them to ball pretty hard. Yeah, maybe I was trying to send Andrew the link for the third time, fourth time. So I hope we can talk all kind of sports with everybody. I think I'm gonna do a regular segment with that with the sports, football, basketball, baseball. Hold on, everybody. Let me see. If push come to shove, I'll just talk to him from via the phone. I'll do the real professional stuff. We'll do it right now. How about that?
Please leave your message for.
And here we go. That's that BS. Let me stop. I don't know where the hell. Let me tell you, how you gonna be a beat writer and sports person and you can't even click on? I'm just playing with you, bro. I'm gonna try him again. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got it. I think I got him. Hold on. Oh, that's you. Okay.
Hey.
So you work. So Malika, you work. Let me call. All right.
Please leave your message
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I could maybe matter of fact, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Here, I think he's coming in. Hold on.
Bill, you hear me?
Christ. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I guarantee you that I am the most technical less person you ever want to meet. But I was hearing everything. I was hearing everything that you were saying. You see, I got my Knick jersey on, right?
Yo, check this out. Malika even had to try to see if it worked.
It's working.
Andrew,
and she looks,
what's up, Andrew?
And you look fabulous as always, Malika.
I can't hear you, but I'm so glad to see you on here.
You can't hear him? I hear him great.
No, it's all good because I'm on another Zoom, so it's all good. But
All right.
I'm glad you're
Cool.
here, Andrew. It's good to see you. I was about to get on the highway and bring you on up here.
Yes. You know, we'll figure it out.
All
And
right,
you know what the
guys.
funny
Talk to
thing
you
is
later.
this? Lucy is the technical genius in the family. So
Yes.
if she was here, we would have been on from the get-go.
Okay, good. Well, we're going to talk some good hardball. So first and
Yes,
foremost,
sir.
tonight,
Yes, sir.
Andrew, you just cover basketball. You cover everything, baseball too. Football.
Come on, man. I cover everything, bro.
So we're gonna do a regular thing, and we're gonna talk sports. I'm gonna bring some other people to talk baseball. We're gonna talk the draft. Since I got you, we're gonna talk the draft right now. Let's talk the Spurs and OKC. Who do you have in that series?
You know what? In the regular season, the Spurs have beat OKC, but it's a different ball game now. And I think the fact that Wembayama, he feels a little slighted that he wasn't given the MVP for the year. I think that's going to motivate him and the team. So I could see the Spurs coming away with the series, but it's going to go 7 games, man.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? The way they're clicking right now is very scary. Wemby, he's a phenomenal talent. You know, I mean, 7'5", 7'6", 7'4", whatever he is. I mean, he has skills of a guard. He can play. The Castle and Vessel are balling. The boy Harper is balling. Fox is balling.
Yes.
All these guys are playing excellent ball. The coach is doing a great job. The problem is OKC is a beast. You know, OKC is a beast. I haven't seen anybody stop SGA. They slowed him down in the last series a little bit, but everybody else picked up. I heard Chad, Holmgren, and Wemby don't really like each other. I don't know if that's because of height and stuff of that magnitude. I don't know what it is. That they came out together, I don't know what the story was, you know? But what's your thoughts on them two matching up together?
Well, honestly, Wemby has a little chip on his shoulder. Again, because remember, before the regular season was over and there was talk about who should be the MVP, Wemby made a case for himself that he was doing it on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to carry over. I think he has a little bit to prove for the fact that he wasn't given the MVP award, and literally, arguably, he could have been the MVP. When you look at both of Wemby's season and SJA's season, Wemby, he's been a force offensively and defensively. So I think that, look, SGA is going to get his. There's no question about that. Wemby, again, he can do it on the inside. He can do it on the outside. He doesn't have to rely on a three-point shot. He can play with his back to the basket, which a lot of guys his size, which are few, can do. So if I'm going to make a prediction right now, I'm going to say San Antonio in 7.
Oh, okay. So all right. Right. So you feel that definitely they're clicking at all cylinders. And yeah, listen, you know what's so funny?
And I think that San Antonio,
today, you know, ESPN.
Yeah, and I think that San Antonio overall, if you go from their first to their 7th and 8th players, I think they're deeper than OKC. Look,
Okay.
SGA is going to get his.
Well, you got the Williams boys playing hard. I mean, everybody is healthy now. You know,
Yes,
everybody's healthy on OKC, and
yes,
they showed earlier that the other kid, I forgot their names. One of the Williams, the darker skinned brother. They had him they had him checking Wemby. The one thing is, I think to beat the Spurs, you have to bring Wemby away from the basket, so other people can cook. You know?
Yes. I agree.
If you let him stay under that basket or near that basket, you're not going to get damn near not going to get any shots off. And then that means if you're taking 3-pointers, then you got to make them. See, you know, this hit and miss league. So if you don't if you shoot him and you miss, he's going to get the rebound. And like I said, them other boys have been cooking, so they really have been cooking, and that is going to be a problem.
And the other factor is this. Remember, just like the Knicks, OKC hasn't played in 7 or 8 days. So, is it rust or is it rest going into the first game?
Right.
And I think that
with that being,
go ahead.
Oh
no,
I was going to say. Go. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, you know, unlike if you look at the Eastern Conference, if you look what happened to Philly, if you look what happened to Detroit, they kind of got burnt out. And not to flip the script, but let's see what kind of team shows up for Knicks Cleveland, given the fact that they had to play a 7-game series. OKC has been sitting around just like the Knicks, and Pat Riley has always said that practices are harder than actual games.
Absolutely.
And when you have And when you have a week or 2 or 7 or 8 days that you don't play, it could have an impact on the outcome of the series.
Yeah. You know, I was happy that we had days off so OG could get rest. I'm glad about that because I think he is going to be the X factor for us. Of course, him and Josh Hart. I think our bench, you know, Grand Theft Alvarado, I think he will play a part. You know, Claxton will play a part. I think as long as Mikal Bridges, is it Mikal or Mikal? Mikal Bridges plays with the way he's been playing in the playoffs, I think we can do that. I'm not scared of Cleveland. I just don't want to lose to Cleveland because I don't think we should. You know.
Okay, if I'm looking at both rosters across the board, and this is just purely looking at the total 10 guys, I think the Knicks are deeper. You didn't mention Miles McBride. You didn't mention Shamet. Shamet came off the bench in game 4 and hit 5 out of 7 threes in game 4. Okay?
Yes.
McBride is another guy. Alvarado, people underestimate what he does. Forget about offensively, defensively, what he does for that team. He keeps that focus tight.
Yes.
And that's why I think, and again, I'm not saying this because I'm a Knicks fan, born and raised, but I think that they are deeper than Cleveland. Mitchell Robinson is a stud in the limited minutes that he plays on both ends of the floor. And he gives them an extra spark coming off the bench as well. And check this out. Don't be surprised how much Mitchell Robinson and Cat play together, because those two guys, when they do play together, Cleveland can't match up with them at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Because like we said, Afro had a problem with Mitchell 2 years ago. You know,
Oh, totally.
He had a big problem with him. And
yes.
Like, I think Cat can dominate Mobley. I really do. I think he can dominate Mobley. So then that's why I said it goes. Cleveland has no one that can stop big body Brunson. And you know, like I said, Mikal, I think he'll stay with Harden. Or you know, we have multiple people to throw at Donovan Mitchell.
Yes,
multiple people. They have multiple people to throw at Jalen Brunson, but none of them can stop him. None of them can stop him.
Right. And the other thing is this, that you know what? They always say, let one team's best player get his. Don't let anybody else beat you. So, all right, we'll give Donovan Mitchell 30.
Yeah.
But if no one else is scoring in double figures, that suits the opposing team. Because remember, if you look at the box scores for the 3 previous series, between the Knicks, Atlanta, the Knicks, and Philadelphia, 4 of the 5 guys, starters, scored in double figures.
Yeah. That's why I think OG is such a vital part to this, because
yes.
Let me tell you something. He can check 1 through 5. He can play 1 through 5. And let me tell you something. I honestly feel that he came into his own this year. Defensively, he's strong. Let me tell you something. His jump shot has been on. Listen, he's one of my favorite players. I really do. Like, I even like Diawara. I like the other kid that we got from San Antonio, and when we picked up off of waivers. So, like, we're strong. We're really strong. Let me ask you a question. What Knicks finally got it right with Brunson not being the focal point? Because it seemed like it seemed almost like they were stuck on and I hate the word stupid, just stuck in the past. I'm gonna say the past when they were playing, because with Mike Brown. Now they had the same wins of last year, like 53.
Yes.
I understood why they fired Tom Thibodeau, a good coach, but hard-headed. I get it. He a Capricorn, so I understand. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but the thing is, he didn't use his bench. Even though he had a bench, he didn't even use them, because, you know, I hate when people say you don't have a bench, then why you got the players on the team? Everybody made the league for a reason. Saying all that, I'm saying this, that Brown can throw multiple people out there at any given moment.
Yes.
My question to you is, what made you think? What do you think took them so long to finally let Towns be the point center?
Okay, part of it was this, and this is something that Mike Brown pointed out towards the end of the season. Karl Anthony Towns is a really smart basketball player. Okay. And he started relying on the fact that he can do it 3 ways. He can do it inside, he can do it outside, and then he can assist, because he can look over the defenses. And as long as the ball is moving and as long as the players are moving, he will find you. And if you look at the last 10 games of the regular season, that's when he started finding other players, McBride, OG, Deuce. So he did it in those 3 fashions, and it's all coming full circle in the postseason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was laughing because I'm reading the comments. My man Steve Meekins he said, it's okay, Bill. Call it like it is. Stuck on stupid. Yeah. I was trying to thank you. I was trying to be politically correct, but it's my podcast, so I gotta say what I want to say. Anyway,
there you go.
Because the one thing that maybe it was Brunson like when I saw the first Atlanta game when Brunson got into it. When I say got into it, he got into a scoring match with CJ McCollum.
Yes.
And CJ was cooking him. And then it took them 3 games for them to finally let him be that. And we started blowing people out. Fate and nature, it is what it is. I love the way that we've been blowing people out. I think that has given everybody, what's up, Clay? I see you back. Has given everybody hope and a good feeling of admiration that the Knicks can go to the finals. What is your
and the other thing is and the other thing is this, Bill. They started trusting each other. It wasn't like, okay, look, I don't sure if you remember, I think it might have been game 4 against Atlanta when Jalen Brunson's dad got in his face.
They were arguing.
You know what?
They were
to
arguing,
me,
yes.
Right.
Yes.
He got in his face and basically said,
Yep.
dude, give the effing ball up. You don't got to dribble 15 times before you can find somebody, And from that point on, they just went crazy. The whole team went crazy because he was just trying to impart on his son that you got guys that you can trust.
Yes, absolutely. Let me ask you a question. You're in a locker room. What was the energy like? How was the players?
I mean, honestly, it was like they started not only believing in themselves individually, but as a unit, they started believing in themselves. Where, okay, so the engine is Jalen Brunson. Don't get that twisted. Mm-hmm. He is the engine. But throughout the course of the game, when you have OG driving and dishing, when you got Mikal Bridges, who was literally being lambasted because of the way he played towards the end of the season, now he's back in the fold. He's not settling for jump shots. He's going to the basket. He's finding other people for assist. He's playing defense. And it's all of them fed off of that.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. Who do you have winning the series between the Knicks? I know emotionally and personally how you feel, like myself, but how do you see how many games you see the series going?
Honestly,
yes.
Honestly, I see the Knicks in 5.
Okay.
I do. I see the Knicks winning both games at home.
Yes.
I see them winning 1 out of 2 in Cleveland and then wrapping it up at the Garden. Yeah. I don't think they're going to sweep. I don't think anybody, you included, would have thought that they would have swept Philadelphia. But I'll tell you this, you can see after they won the first 2 games at the Garden, and when they came out and they smoked them in game 3 in Philadelphia, like that cigar that you're smoking right now, it took Philadelphia's heart. Philadelphia didn't want to be there for game 4.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a my place is outside. My other place is outside of Philly. So I was wearing my Knick paraphernalia. I was talking to some people, and just to highlight that series, a lot of people, like my personal feeling is, they try to defer to Embiid too much when they should have just let Maxey Cook, because Maxey is the head of that snake right now, and that was the problem. Embiid is a phenomenal talent. Like playing with all the injuries he had, he still had 24, 25. Clay said said they see that being spelled instead of being written down in the parquet. It's got good to have teammates. Absolutely, bro.
Listen, Embiid he's an amazing talent.
I'm glad they won. Yes.
No, I was just going to say, Embiid is an amazing talent. Maxey is amazing, but they spent so much energy. Remember, they were down 3-1 to Boston. They spent so much energy coming back. And look, remember, the Knicks blew them out in game 1. Philadelphia literally could have won game 2. And that might have changed the whole series going back to Philadelphia. They spent so much energy that they literally just ran out of gas. That was it. Yeah. If there's any scenario as a New York Knicks fan across the board, this is the best scenario that the Knicks could come up with.
Yeah. Like Detroit, I was telling everybody before you came on, I'm not scared of Cleveland. Detroit handled our business. Cleveland showed Detroit's weaknesses, and I'm glad they got bumped by Cleveland because, like I said, I don't see Cleveland as a destiny child like I see the Knicks. I'm not saying they're not, because Harden, I don't feel that his history has shown that he hasn't stepped up to the big games.
His postseason history is horrible.
Yeah.
And why do we think that's going to change?
Yeah, especially at 36 years old. I don't feel that. I think he's the perfect complement to Donovan Mitchell because he likes to dribble. So Donovan is off the ball guard, and even though he's a smaller guard like Brunson is the point. Donovan can play the point. He'll bring the ball, but the thing is, Donovan's going to shoot, and James Harden, if his shot is on, it's a problem. But the thing is, I think if somebody gets in his A, we can cause a problem with that. I really do. I think we could cause a problem.
And there's one thing that has been shown in his playoff history, and actually probably in his regular season history. He can't play defense. He doesn't play defense. Guys blow by him left and right.
Nah.
And if you look at the highlights, or in his case, the lowlights, when there's a big stop to be made, he's not making it. He's not. And so
James Harden he's not playing any D. He's not playing any D.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. There's no D in Cleveland.
Let me ask you a question. Let's fantasize. Let's fantasize. Okay. Let's say the Knicks get past Cleveland and go to the finals. Thank God, right? Or we'll be ecstatic. Both teams in the West are scary.
Yes.
Realistically, over fantasy, do you even have them beating any one of them, or would you prefer them?
I can see the Knicks beating San Antonio over OKC.
I agree with you.
I can see that. I think that OKC is more balanced. Literally when you look at San Antonio, it's Wembanyama and everybody else. Whereas with OKC, they have 5 or 6. They're just as deep as the Knicks are.
Yeah.
1 through 10.
Yeah. And
so
like
if I had my choice, I'd rather the Knicks play San Antonio than OKC.
Yeah. I think we can neutralize Wemby because he's going to have to come out and check Cat. Cat kind of gave him the business when we played him in the cup. I mean, not the cup.
Yeah. But it wasn't only Cat. It was
OG
Mitchell,
too, right?
Mitchell Robinson as well.
Yes.
And remember, they can play both those guys, Cat and Mitchell Robinson, on the floor at the same time.
Yes.
One of them can neutralize Wembayama.
Yeah.
So that's why, personally, I think they would have a better shot at beating San Antonio than OKC.
Yeah, I see definitely with OKC. So with that being said, you have San Antonio beating OKC. So
I do.
Yes, yeah, you have San Antonio beating OKC.
Well, that's what I would like.
Oh no, listen, and
yeah.
before, because since you came on a little late, we go to 8:15, right? Is that cool with you? Can you do that?
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. Because the bottom line is the game comes on at 8:30.
Yes.
With that being said, I like their offense. OKC's offense. It all ends and begins with SGA.
Yes.
I have not seen anybody stop him yet. They what was the last team?
He's going to get his.
Oh yeah. Well, they're going to say Vessel or Castle. They're going to be checking him. And then, like I said, that kid Harper, the young kid Harper, the rookie, he's been playing phenomenal. You got Fox.
Yes.
These cats.
Yes.
Listen, what you give them, they're going to give it right back. Them boys is all balling. They're balling hard, man. They really are, man. It is so crazy.
And they're rested as well.
Yeah. Because like I said, the Williams guy, he's coming back off the hamstring, and we know that hamstring can tweak at any given time. But you that's a problem. You don't want the guy to come back. That's why I was OG. That's why I was so glad OG got his rest. I know those trainers in the Knicks was Sargent and all the masseuse were on deck with him. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yep. And you know what? The other thing is that hamstrings are funny. Again, you can tweak it. I've had a hamstring pull before playing baseball. You could think it's fine, and you make that one step, and it's over. So, but the good thing is that given the Knicks' depth, they don't really have to push OG. Let him play his game, see how it goes, play the first 3, 4, 5 minutes, sit him down, let him ride the bike on the side, and then see how the hamstring goes from there.
Yeah. Like, I want to go to a comment. I don't know if you can see it. My man Clay Sled said, it would be a fight with both. I like the Knicks over both with no complications. Mike Brown at coach is a big difference. He has been in 6. Yes, he has. He's been with the Spurs. He's also been with San Antonio too. So you're right. He has been with them. Shout out to our brother Chuck is in the building. We got the real ball lovers on tonight. Yes, sir. What up, Chuck? Everybody, that's
Listen,
Chuck.
the fact that look, and you alluded to this earlier about the transition. A lot of folks, and I was one of them, did not think that Tom Thibodeau deserved to lose his job. I did not think that. Okay. Part of it was, again, his stubbornness in terms of grinding his starters and not going deep on the bench. That's fine. But remember, that was the first year that he had Karl Anthony Towns, OG, Mikal Bridges. Okay, so you know what? I understand his mentality in terms of these are the guys that I'm going to ride with. But when you have a bench that they have and you don't utilize them until it's too late in the playoffs, it's going to come back to bite you in the
Yeah. And
ass.
you know what's so funny? Like I said, I like Tibbs from the fact that he was a great defensive coach, but he was predictable, and then he didn't even want to give his guys rest. When the Iron Man of the NBA, Mikal Bridges, says, "Yo, we got a bench. Why don't you use them?" That was a problem. That was a big problem. So I understood why he lost his job. I'm going to say I didn't know they was going to hire Mike Brown. I'd have loved Mark Jackson.
He wasn't their first choice.
No,
or their second choice, or their third choice.
No, he wasn't. He really
wasn't.
You know,
they went after Jason Kidd.
Yep.
You know, they went after 2 or 3 other guys before Mike Brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
But once again, in defense of Thibodeau, if you remember last year, he started using his bench very late in the season when games didn't matter. But when you put these guys in the line of fire in the playoffs and you expect them to perform, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, very much so.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah. I want to read some comments.
The way the bench is playing now is what they've been doing all year. Look, Alvarado came on and he's doing his thing. Remember, Kolek, the other backup guard, was running stuff coming off the bench. Alvarado gets to the team and Kolek was an afterthought.
Yeah.
But you know what? When they did put him into play, he still performed because he was doing it on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read some comments right here. Hold on. I think I read this earlier, but I'm gonna read it again. Clay said it would be a fight with both. I like the Knicks over both. No complications. Right, Brown is that a big difference. Also, Darren says he said Knicks fans need not to sleep on the Cavs. Detroit slept on them, and look where they are now. What's your thoughts on that?
Okay. I don't think Detroit slept on Cleveland, but they gave them a second life when Cleveland lost Game 6 in Cleveland. Okay. And then, to me, that was a wake-up call for Cleveland.
Right.
You don't lose Game 5 and Game 7
in your home court,
at home. No.
Yeah.
No. Now,
go ahead, please.
Right now, Cleveland is playing with house money. They got nothing to lose. They weren't supposed to beat Detroit.
No, they weren't.
Especially 2 games in Detroit.
Yeah.
You know?
And so and you know, the knock, like they said, everybody wants to talk about Donovan Mitchell not getting them out. Listen, if that's the only knock that Cleveland had, then they're still, like you're saying, they're playing with house money. They're doing great. They're doing excellent.
Yeah.
My man Meek says, he said, what's scary is that as good as SGA is playing, I don't even think we're seeing the best of him yet. What do you think about that?
Okay. All due respect, you don't win 2 most valuable player of the year awards and not playing your best.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Because he won this year.
Right? He's only one of 3 or 4 players in the history of the game to win back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah.
So, all due respect, no matter what happens between San Antonio and OKC or the Knicks and Cleveland, homeboy is going to show up.
Yeah.
He's going to show up. He's going to do his thing.
Yeah, he
Now, the big thing,
he has that clutch factor in his system.
Yes. And you know what? The other thing that kills me is this. Everybody's talking about how he's getting all of these calls because of the way he's playing. But dude, when you're a guy of his talent, you're gonna make things happen for you. You're putting the other team's defense on their heels.
Yeah.
And that's why he's getting the calls that he gets. So forget it. Look, the guy is a stud. And he's making things not only better for himself, but for his team as well.
I don't know. I don't recall. What is he averaging in assists? About 6? Maybe if that
6 to 8.
I thought so.
Yep.
Steve Meekin said in Game 7, Detroit wasn't ready for the way Cleveland came out. Well, Detroit should have been ready because that's their problem. Because you know what I'm saying? That boy, you better be ready for that game. You know what I'm saying? That boy was a problem. Let me tell you something. Cleveland bought that. You know.
You don't play Game 7.
Clay is commenting on you. Clay said the Cap, Bird, MJ, Nash, LeBron, Joker, and SGA, the only 2 people to win it back to back, right?
Yep.
MVPs. So let me. I'm gonna shift it for a minute. The draft is coming up. The draft is coming up.
Yep.
The Knicks have the 24th, the 30th, the 31st, and the 55th. I want the Knicks to pick up a nice wing. Clay and I was talking about this earlier. I want them to pick up a nice wing. Somebody 6'7". They're looking at the kid out of St. John's. They're looking at another person. I forgot who they were, and they were looking at a center. What do you think the Knicks should gauge their attention at?
I would like them to pick up another guy that can hit perimeter shots.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way it opens up the whole floor for the rest of the team. As much as I love OG, as much as I love McBride, as much as I love Hart, honestly, those guys don't scare you. You can say of those 3 guys that I just mentioned, if Hart is not scaring anybody, he's hit or miss. McBride is hit or miss. Remember, when the Knicks went to the finals in 1999, and you were like 12 years old.
I wish I was, brother. I wish I was.
Remember, they had Allen Houston, who scared you.
Yeah.
Because he could pull up from anywhere.
Yeah.
They haven't had a player that can hit from the outside the way that Allen Houston did when he was with the Knicks.
When he was with him and Latrell.
No. But Latrell, he didn't really scare you that much from the outside.
Houston was the shooter. Latrell was the scorer.
Yes. John Starks is another one.
Yeah, shooting 3 for 18. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's not his fault. That's Pat Riley's fault. He should have put in. You had Rolando Blackman.
I've said that from the Knicks should have won that series in Game 6. It should never have gone to Game 7.
Yeah. Shout out to my cuz, rest in peace, Anthony Mason, man. Exactly. We talked.
Oh my God,
so much.
What a great guy. What a great guy.
Let me tell you something. Back then, that's when the Knicks was scary. The Knicks
totally.
You don't know if they could get anywhere, but they were scary. You know what I'm saying?
Xavier McDaniels, the X-Man.
Yeah. They weren't scared of Chicago. They weren't scared of anybody.
No, not at all.
they're punching your mouth. I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I like
Totally.
that. Yeah.
You know, but you know.
Yeah. So
So
they were looking at. Hold on. They were looking at the kid out of St. John's. I forgot his name. That he kind of shot.
Yeah. Yep. You know, and the other thing is this. Mitchell Robinson's not getting any younger. Cat's not getting any younger.
But they're
The
not
whole
30.
fabric of
They're not even 30 yet, are they?
No. Well, Cat, I think, is 32. 31, 32.
Cat's that old, really?
Yeah, but Mitchell Robinson, you know, he's only literally one play from his career being over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's
Ankles,
the way that load management they did for him was all because when Embiid grabbed his ankles and hurt his ankles in that playoff.
Yes. Oh, but he got his revenge with that dunk.
Come on. He got a poster for life. He got a poster for life.
Yes, exactly.
You
so
know,
look.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No. Please continue because you know what's so funny.
Yeah. Look. I think, like I said, I like the Knicks in 5. I like OKC in 7. Yeah. And then it's a crapshoot from that point on.
Yeah.
And I think that if the Knicks stick with their game plan, if the Knicks stick with their game plan, utilizing their bench, making sure that Cat continues to play on both ends, not only scoring, but dishing the ball, getting everybody else involved. And of course, Brunson's going to be Brunson. He's going to do his thing.
Yeah.
And then I think that if the bench continues to play as well as they do, and Mike Brown utilizes the bench the way that he's done so far in the playoffs, I mean, I'm not betting against the Knicks.
Yeah. You know, the one thing that I bet on the Knicks because Mike Brown is not scared to use his bench. I mean, listen, like I said, you got the kid from San Antonio. I forgot his name.
Yep.
You got Diawara. You know, these guys are legit 6'9" or whatever, 6'8".
Yes.
Like I said, you got, Kolek can run an offense very well.
Yep.
You know, I mean, there's a depth chart that he won't be able to get off. But and
you know what makes their bench as prolific as it does is that they get off to really good starts.
Yeah,
if you look at aside from the Atlanta series when they were down 2-1, the starters gave them a cushion. So when the bench came in, they didn't have to worry about carrying the load. They just exceeded it.
Right.
They went from having a 10 to 12 point lead to expanding it to a 15 to 20 point lead in games 3, 4, and sweeping Philadelphia as well.
Yes. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So, how about this? Since we're gonna bring you in, I don't know. You covering the game tomorrow, right? You going to the Garden?
Tomorrow and Thursday, yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Like somebody said, my man Clay, he said, yeah. Well, hold on, Clay had me laughing. He said, yeah, he did. He shot 3 for 18. He said Jordan broke the Knicks.
That was in game 7. Remember, in game 6, he lit up. Starks lit him up.
Yeah.
And everybody knew in game 6 who was going to take that final shot.
Yep.
And if you look at that last possession Olajuwon comes out to guard Patrick Ewing, right?
Yep.
Starks goes to the basket and was wide open. If Patrick passes the ball to Starks, the Knicks would have won that game, and they would have won the series, and they would have won another championship since 1973.
Yeah.
So I blame that on Pat Riley. It should never have gone. It should never have gone to Game 7.
Yep, I totally agree with you. Come on, say hi to everybody. Everybody, my dog wants to say hi. He's a sports person too. You know what I'm saying? He wants to talk.
There
about
you go.
sports.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Clay, that's what you're talking about.
And before we wrap up, I just want to flip the script for 1 second.
Sure.
Talk about New York baseball.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go.
All right. Everybody is dogging the Mets for their start, and rightfully so. Okay. But that's why they play 162 games.
So let me ask you.
Do you know that when the Mets went to the World Series the last time, they had a similar record than they do right now? So
I didn't know that.
I'm not writing them off. And on the flip side,
No, you can
with
write
the
them off,
Yankees, look, of course, they hit a little bump in the road. Okay. They got a couple of injuries, but every team does. So let's see where both those teams are at the All-Star break.
All right. Since you said that, first and foremost, I mean, the Mets made a lot of good moves. It's almost it's like the New York Yankees in the Mets uniform. They got Weaver, they got Williams, they got Soto. Even Soto, you know, I mean, even though he was with the Yankees for 1 year, but they got a lot of Mets. Now, listen, I'm Knicks, Nets, Yankees, Mets, Rangers, Islanders, Giants, Jets. You know, I'm in Cosmos. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a New York cat all the way through. With that being said, do you have a problem with the fact that the Yankees ran it back?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Look at what the Dodgers have done. The Dodgers are doing what the Yankees did back in the George Steinbrenner days, buying the best talent that you can, and hopefully it pans out. Okay.
But look at I think the Yankees just scored. The Yankees just scored on the play right now. So go ahead.
Okay.
I think the Yankees are leading the Blue Jays. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, but like I said, and you know what? In all of sports, and Bill, I know you know this. Sometimes money doesn't buy championships. How many years did the Yankees spend all their money on and got nothing to show for it? You know? So you know,
absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
I mean,
are
they
you a
went
Mets
out of
fan?
their way.
Are you a Mets fan?
No, I'm a Yankee fan, baby. Boogie down Bronx.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Well, I know where you live. You're right across the street from them. If you still live where I think you are, you know, you're right across the street from them. But still,
I'm on Grand Concourse 162nd.
Yeah, listen. I mean, like I said, I rep both of them. I want both of them to do great, but I'm definitely a Yankee diehard. I mean, I want the Mets to do good. I never want them to beat the Yankees, but I want the Mets to do good. If the Yankees ain't in it, I want the Mets, because it's not a Mets town, like Juan Soto said. You know, he was a little delusional with that, but it is what it is. So listen,
the only time I root against the Mets is when they play the Yankees.
Go ahead.
The only time I root against the Jets is when they play the Giants. I want all my New York teams to win. You know, and for people to say, "Oh, you can't be both. You can't be a Yankee fan or a Met fan," I'm like, that's bogus. You can, because in the end, we win as a city. Now it breaks my heart that the Nets are horrible.
Yeah, it does.
You know, but I want them to win, except when they play the Knicks.
Absolutely. So listen, we're going to talk tomorrow after the game, and Wednesday. If I don't have anybody on, maybe I could bring you back Wednesday. We could talk about what your assessment of the game if you're free.
Oh yeah,
even if you come in for about 10 to 15 minutes, we could talk about the assessment.
No question.
All
no
right,
question. Look,
everybody.
That's
Andrew Rosario, beat writer, sports commentary guy. He's at the games. He's doing it. He's talking it. I am Bill Foster. This is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host. That's my co-host.
Before you sign off, just let folks that are watching www.newyorkbeacon.com. The website is free. It's 7 days a week. The hard copy comes out every Thursday. So you can check us out. And it's not just sports, it's politics, it's entertainment, community affairs, everything that matters to the Black and brown community.
Absolutely. And everybody, Andrew doesn't know this yet, but he's going to be a regular on Real Talk Chronicles. He's going to have his own show, especially because we got baseball coming up. We got football. We didn't even touch on Aaron Rodgers coming back for his 20-some-odd seasons, 43 years old. The Giants, Harbaugh, he's going to be a problem. I think he's going to be looking good. So, the Jets, they're talking about their quarterback away. They're waiting for the Manning boy to come out. Yeah, it is what it is. So, everybody, listen. Let's get in front of the TV. Let's watch the game so we can talk about this. Thank you all. We apologize for the difficulty. It is what it is. It happens. Appreciate that.
One more thing, Bill.
Chop it up, bro. Chop it up.
I started teaching sports journalism for 7th and 8th graders in the South Bronx every Tuesday and Thursday, just to give them an idea that there's a lot more to sports journalism than what you see on TV.
Yes.
So they have an idea that you don't have to be a Stephen A. Smith. You don't have to be an Andrew Rosario. You don't have to be a Bill Foster. Yeah. Anything that encompasses sports is achievable.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Yo, E-Dubs, I'm going to call you in a few because, that's my childhood friend, E-Dubs right there. I'm going to try to get him on. I would love, Ed, I'm putting you on the spot. I'm asking, I would love for you to come on and talk about the investigation within law enforcement because people only understand a certain aspect of it. But I think you can come from, especially our conversation earlier, you just gave me an idea how you could articulate what an investigation really how it entails from a law enforcement standpoint. That's my brother. I love him to death. I love his family. He's my family. Let's go, Knicks. There you go, baby.
You see this, right?
34,
Charles
baby.
Oakley, baby.
Come on. That's it.
Charles
I see this,
Oakley.
baby. There you go. Charles Oakley, baby. The oak tree. That's
big
it,
love.
baby.
Big,
Andrew
big
Rosario,
love, Bill.
everybody.
Thank you.
I'm Bill Foster. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Let's go Knicks. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Mets. Let's go Giants in the beginning. Come on. I'll talk to you in a minute. Everybody,
gotcha.
Peace. Love. Thank you, everybody, for chiming in.